Happy Halloween, everybody. I just wanted to give you guys one last update before tomorrow, because tomorrow's a new month, right? So what are we going to be doing this winter? Finally have decided what is going on as far as the camshaft and everything. Lloyd Elliott is going to be running me off a custom camshaft. He's also doing the porting, and he's going to be putting bigger valves in my heads. And this motor is going to end up being a 355 and not a 383. Why am I going to be doing that? Simply because doing my research and everything, just kind of looking into what I wanted from a 383 versus a 355, just basically going over what I wanted from this car rather than what I want, I had to step back a little bit, and my mood toward the 383 in this car changed a little bit because I've been driving my RX-7 a little bit more often. Later in the year, I haven't really driven my RX-7 much, but I will say that being able to drive it and see, when it's warmer out, this car is not the greatest to drive because it doesn't have air conditioning, and it just really isn't that great of a drive because there's heat creep, I guess you could say. There's no insulation in the car. It just conducts heat. It just holds heat. It does not do you any favors. So it's uncomfortable. So anyway, this time of year, it's awesome to drive my car, or to drive my RX-7. So after driving my RX-7 for a little while, and yeah, you like that top? I got that top too. I got a clear top. So I'm thinking about what I want to do with the LT4 in regards to how I like to drive the car. And I thought for a second about people who V8 swap their RX-7s, right? Well, what ends up happening is people V8 swap their RX-7, and it completely changes the dynamics of the way the car was set up. It changes the way that the car behaves. It changes the entire personality of the car, right? So the 383 makes more power low end than it does higher end. Well, the reasoning behind the higher revs for the LT4 is because it makes more power toward the higher end of the spectrum. One of the reasons why the RX-7 revs and stays high on the RPM is so it can be like a track warrior. Back in the day, if there's an RX-7 in the race, you just weren't going to be beating it, right? So, much like this car was set up, I'm going to basically set it up the same way it was. The only thing is it's going to be ported. It's going to be a 355 rather than a 350. It's going to have a little bit of a hotter cam. I'm wanting to push around 400 horsepower, and I am going to be reusing my stock rods and crankshaft, and so that's basically what I'm going to be doing with it. I really didn't think it made much sense for me to just throw that stuff away and not use it. But I am going to be doing a solid flywheel, so that's going to be different. As far as the LT1 that's in here, this will be a 383 at some point. So I'm going to pull it out this spring when I'm ready with my LT4, put my LT4 back in here, get this thing on the road, and just drive it and do whatever. And the LT1 might end up being a spring project. Or, for the following spring, being a project for the next spring. So, we'll just put it on the back burner for now. So 383 is going to happen. It's just not happening for this car. Now, what is happening? 355, Lloyd Elliott ported, polished heads, bigger valves. I believe they'd be like comparable to, I mean, it's the second level of the Lloyd Elliott. They'd be like the LE2 heads, I guess. For the LT1, or I'm sorry, for the LT4, there's two different upgrades to the valves. So you have, your regular port polish, and then you have bigger valves, and then you have 208 valves. So I'm right in the middle of all that. So that's what's going to end up happening. So I'm kind of, expecting around 390, 400-ish horsepower. And I mean, I really thinking about this. I'm not, at the end of the day, I just really want to enjoy the car. And I want to enjoy the car on the road where it's meant to be. And frankly, a lot of the times I drive the car, I have the top off of it anyway. So it just is what it is. So as far as that is concerned, yeah. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I do like hearing from you guys about, your projects and what you guys have going on and this, that, or the other. Kind of helps me get an idea of what you guys want from videos. So, yeah. Anyway, that being said, that's where I'm going with the car. Lloyd Elliott camshaft, Lloyd Elliott ported LT4 heads, and board over 30 for the rotating assembly. And it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. Going to take my time with it. So yes, I can wait. Going to take my time with it, build it up right. And at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, I'm going to have a really nice motor for my car. Now, that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Now, I do have some videos coming out. I've got a couple more California videos. I've got a couple of, I'm actually going to wrap it up into one video, but for Carlisle. So, yeah, that's what we got going on there. So a couple of California videos, some Carlisle stuff, and then I'm going to do some talking videos, kind of like this, but I'm going to do something a little bit different formatted. I know a lot of you guys like this style of video better than you do the, me going on trips videos, but is what it is. Just going to have to deal with it. I'm going to put up what I want to put up, but if you guys have any recommendations for stuff, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any questions or comments about any of the videos that you see of mine, let me know in the comment section below. And I guess until next time, have a good day, guys. Have an awesome Halloween. If you guys are trick-or-treating, be safe out there, and don't let the kids accost you too much. And do you have an RX-7? Do any of you guys have first gen RX-7s? Any gen RX-7? But yeah. Before I go, I got to fix the parking brake on the driver's side of the car. That's she's down because of that. Because I really don't want to go anywhere and park the car and have to rely on one half of a parking brake and it being in gear in order for the car not to roll. So the driver's side rear parking brake is not working. And it is caliper related, which I'm not sure what is going on there, but we'll figure that out. Be making a video about that probably. Anyway, guys, catch you in the next video. So I got a Corvette, and you're looking at it. Happy Halloween, guys.